Hey guys, KitKat627, just wanted to do a quick request video. This was requested by a user named hotpockets, and she wanted to know how to get gorgeous glowing skin, all over face skin. I actually have combination skin to oily skin depending on the climate. As it gets warmer, I become oily generally all over my face, and then in the winter time I would say my oiliness is strictly pretty much contained within the T-zone. So I find it very beneficial and helpful in getting gorgeous glowing skin to exfoliate every day. And if you've watched my skin regimen video, you know that I use Ambi, even in clear exfoliating daily face wash, and this stuff is amazing. It's a salicylic acne treatment as well, so it is treating acne, but it does improve their skin tone and texture, smooths out the texture, sloughs away dead skin, and honestly, that is one of the best things you can do to achieve gorgeous glowing skin, the kind of skin that you just want to touch all the time or like kiss all the time, I don't know. So that's the first step, is using a really good exfoliating face wash, because that is going to help get rid of dead skin cells, and dead skin cells actually can make skin look very dull and drier even, and just rougher in texture altogether. So that's very important. So I use this on a daily basis, once a day. I wouldn't recommend using it more than once a day. You don't want to irritate your skin too much. So once a day, usually at night. I also, once a week, for myself, I use Nutrimin C RE9. It's an exfoliating deep pore cleansing mask, and it's made by a company called Arbonne. This again was in my skin regimen video. And I do this about once a week to once every other week, just depending. And I usually will use it when I notice I'm getting a lot of like blackheads like on my nose, or just the texture of my skin is starting to feel a little rough, and I'm makeup application is becoming a little bit of a pain, is when I'll usually do an exfoliating mask. And this stuff is awesome also. So these work together. You want to get something that is going to help treat any breakouts as well as exfoliate, and you also want to do some kind of once a month or bi-weekly mask just to tighten and firm your skin, as well as to get all the impurities out, help to clear out the blackheads that have formed from oil buildup, makeup not being cleaned off properly. So you kind of just want to all around clean up your face, get all the dead skin cells off, and start with a really good base. If you're using mineral foundation because you're oily skin texture and you want to kind of mattify and you enjoy the mattified look, props to you. I love mineral foundation for its ease of coverage and its portability. It's not as gooey on my skin, so I like it for that reason, but I never found it to be very easy to achieve a dewy look. So I think I finally figured it out for myself, and I'm actually very excited about it. So we've started with your base, cleanser, and mask. Now we're going to go on to the steps you can do in your makeup application before applying mineral foundation, is to use a good cream after washing your face. I would recommend, if you're a mineral foundation user, not to use anything too heavy or oily. So careful of that. You want to use something right in between, something that's going to impart a little bit of moisture. This is not necessarily a moisturizer. It's the ID Bare Vitamins Skin Rever-Upper. Not a moisturizer. It's an acne treatment, but it is in a lotion form. So it is going to impart a bit of moisture, and for me it imparts just enough moisture to start. I use mixing medium, and mine is homemade. I always keep it in this handy little spritzer bottle. I just got this spritzer bottle in the travel section of either Walmart or Target. Travel sections in drugstores or convenience stores like Target and Walmart are awesome places to get little containers for, you know, your creams, your homemade tinted moisturizers, things like that. So this is my homemade mixing medium, and if you want to find out what mixing medium is and how to make your own, you can go ahead and visit Corinne's channel on EnkoreMakeup. So I use this when applying my mineral foundations. What I'll normally do is I will get some of the mineral foundation on whatever brush I use to apply it and get a good dusting on there, and then I'll usually just spritz it, or I'll spritz the brush first, then I'll dust on some, then I'll pick up some of the mineral foundation, pat, and then buff it on. What this does is going to help the mineral foundation apply more like a cream, but it doesn't have the heaviness of a cream because mixing medium is not meant to be heavy. And you're just using a spritz, so I find that that actually helps get good coverage and helps the mineral foundation to apply in a way that is not so powdery. At this point, you're going to notice that your makeup still looks powdery, but onto this amazing thing. I have become a huge fan of Mineralized Skin Finish by MAC. Now, I don't have just the Mineralized Skin Finish on its own. I got a limited edition duo. And it's got a shimmer side and the Mineralized Skin Finish powder side. Mineralized Skin Finish is amazing. I mean, and that's all I can say about it. There's a little bit of luminosity to it. It's not chunky sparkles, but it does give a sheen to your face. And what I'll normally do is once I've finished applying my mineral foundation all over my face, I've dusted on a finishing powder, I will usually take a fluffy brush, dip it in the mineral foundation, the Mineralized Skin Finish natural side, and what I'll do is I'll focus on putting that anywhere where light is going to bounce off. So I focus on the jawbone and under the eye, right on top of the cheeks, the nose, and on my forehead is where I'll apply that. It's a very light powder. And you actually don't have to use too much to notice this difference in your skin. A type of luminosity that looks amazing, is not overdone, but just helps your skin to kind of just glow, and it's amazing. So then once I've used that side, I will use the shimmer side, and I'll dip the brush in there, and I'll put it on my chin and right here along the temples. So, I don't know if you can see that. There's a bit of a sheen there. I don't want it to glow too much. And then the very last step, and this is a very important step, in my opinion, to achieving dewy skin. I use, actually, MAC's cream color base. The color I use is Pearl. As I will swipe my finger across here, and I'll take my 188 stippling brush from MAC, and I'll just go across it like this. And this is where I'm going to apply it, right under the eye, on the, no, I wouldn't call it the apple of the cheek, but the dip right here. I find that that gives an amazing, amazing highlight. Light bounces off of this area. You ever wonder how celebrities achieve that glow, and there's no other word to explain it but a glow and a luminosity, and their eyes look real bright and awake. That is one of the ways that they achieve it, and I absolutely love it. That's pretty much it. This was for Hot Pockets. She requested how to get gorgeous glowing skin, and that is how I do it.